Jive Time Records in Fremont here. And, yep, Fremont, Seattle, right by the water. And I'm gonna gamble a little, maybe. It's building with the planet. Rocket ship around the corner. Story of the rocket. Yep, down here we got Lennon. There's art. This is some art collector who just put this in the city, and for some reason it's here in Fremont. It was saved from the former Soviet Union, who is everyone's favorite country right now, right? It's Russia. Roots of that guy, right? Fremont got me my box. This mystery box, kind of on a whim. Sometimes I end up in Seattle at the end of a long work day, and I don't want to fight traffic, you know, sitting in traffic for an hour, not fun. So I stopped by Jive Time Records and I got the mystery box. I did a whole live stream on Wednesday nights, which is still on the channel if you want to check that out, where I go through every CD. But in this video, I want to do, for those of you that want to sit an hour through that, and there's some discovery here. So we discovered that there's some really good stuff in here that we didn't know about, just kind of sampling the CDs, and I wanted to share them with you. So I'm going to take these off because I can't see. That jazz CD was really cool. I had not heard of that artist when I opened with 5 seconds of that. This guy was really good. Gonna keep that. Jazz collection stuff. Another one we got, which had some water damage, but this was really good. I sampled this, and Wayne Shorter. That guy's pretty cool. I belong to a group on Facebook called the CDs Collectors Group. CD, I'm probably botching the name. In that group, I shared this, and somebody was saying, oh, he just tossed that Wayne Shorter aside, you know, and some people, it's funny how some people are like, oh, that artist or that art, how could you not, or how, you know, my musical knowledge, even in the YouTube comments, I don't know if the guy removed it or what, but it's not there anymore. I didn't remove it, so I would have left it there because I would have made a point of, yeah, my musical knowledge or taste is not like yours, and what if that's okay, right? Like, what if we just like different stuff? And that's okay, right? So some of this stuff, you know, it's one man's trash is another man's treasure kind of thing, right? Like people, I like what I like. My wife likes what she likes. And sometimes it's cool to see somebody enjoying something and sharing that with you. When someone kind of stands on their throne of superiority and looks down on you, how could you not know who that? I really don't care. I really don't grieve a rat's ass what you think. I'm an old punk rock guy from Seattle. Why would I care, right? I think more people should have that kind of punk attitude, you know? Like kids in the 80s that went outside like that, dressed like that, knowing that they would be ridiculed, knowing that they would be, right, all the people sitting on their thrones of, you shouldn't be dressing like that. They know that. They went outside like that anyway. That's the beauty of a punk rock mentality or attitude. Just be yourself and don't worry about what other people think. And we like to discover other new stuff together. And it's a lot easier to do that when someone's not being a self-righteous, you know, yum yucker, right? I kind of made fun of this band's name, but then started listening to this band. And I really like this band, Superchunk. And they are on tour right now. Maybe I'll put a link in the description to Superchunk on tour. I guess they had a record, right, love? You saw that on Record Store Day? Mm-hmm. Was that, you remember what year it was? 2022, Record Store Day, Superchunk. I wonder if it's coming up tomorrow. As I'm recording this, tomorrow is Record Store Day. The last one, back in April?
So, yeah.
We missed it. So I didn't know who Superchunk was. Yeah, they might. because they're kind of I don't know. They have about 80,000 listeners on Spotify per month. That's not nothing, right? But yeah, Superchunk. This is their first album, by the way, 1986. And it almost has like a kind of a pre-grunge sound, which is interesting because these guys are from like Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Which is, but it has that kind of interesting sort of punk grunge kind of feel to it. Matthew Sweet. Yeah, this is a good CD. I like this. I like Matthew Sweet. I get Matthew Sweet, Michael Sweet. I got that mixed up during the live stream, and of course, I had my critics for that. It's like whatever. All right. I didn't know at the time. But yeah, I know Matthew Sweet. I thought he was in some Christian band back in the day, and had kind of gone solo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not sure. Soul Asylum, which is a band I like. Interesting band from 90s. Early 2000s. Wilco. I had not been familiar with this band until we found this CD, and my wife and I played this CD and listened to it all the way through. It was that good. It has this, he's got sort of a folky voice a little bit, and then this crunchy freaking guitar that just reels you in. I like this band. Another band I was not real familiar with. I'd heard the name, but, it rang a bell somewhere in my formerly chemically romanced mind. So it's Wilco. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to keep that one. Who's Next? This was a good find. I don't have this on CD, so that was good. The last track is kind of messed up, but it repeats. So it goes through the whole album, and then there's like previously unreleased. That's all it says. It doesn't say acoustic or anything like that. It just says previously unreleased. And so that last track, Behind Blue Eyes, previously unreleased, is kind of messed up. But I didn't really notice the difference with the other ones. Anyway, so we'll keep it. Unplugged. This is a comp from MTV's Unplugged collection, which is pretty cool. This is the disc. And there's artists like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, Lenny Kravitz, Soul Asylum, Katie Lang, Paul Simon, Elton John, Neil Young, Rod Stewart, John Mellencamp, Paul McCartney, Elvis Costello, Don Henley, what? Annie Lennox, 10,000 Maniacs, and R.E.M. That's a comp right there. I'm going to keep that. I like that. Rolling Stones, Steel Wheels. So I paid $25 for this, and my wife and I figured that with these good ones here, and some of the ones we probably would have bought for $1, we got about $50 worth of stuff out of this Steel Wheels. There's that, and it's in good condition. The disc isn't too bad. Some of these are broke, like this one needs it. This one's broke, but I got a bunch of other jewel cases now that I can rebuild some of the other ones. There's another great thing about these mystery boxes is you get a lot of spare parts, As a mechanic myself, used spare parts are something that I value greatly. And another one here, John Lennon. I think our orange cat is freaking out in the background. He's not real happy about the Rolling Stones, apparently. This is a cool John Lennon comp put together by Hear the Music Opus Collection. Interesting. Hear the Music. The Sound of Starbucks. It's a Starbucks release. That's what it was. Seattle being the home of Starbucks, I'm surprised we don't. There's probably a lot of Starbucks in the mystery boxes, I imagine. But it comes with this little booklet, which is kind of cool, I might have paid $5 for that. Used. Mr. Luther Vandross. It's even got a little hype sticker on the CD there. Ella Fitzgerald, which is an artist we like. Classic singer. It's kind of got a problem like right here. Decca Records. This is a original Decca Records thing where the glue came loose on this part here. But I mean, it's still very cool. It's got this book with it. Ella Fitzgerald needs a little repair, but this is that was a great find. So here's the CD that we got that this is worth more than the box if we decided to sell it. All right. So this is Lady Gaga and Mr. Tony Bennett. This is very cool. Gave it a listen. I'm not gonna sell it. This is cool. It's a modern artist with a legend from back in the day. Very cool. That, I mean, he can still sing, which is amazing. Another one of these guys. Yeah, his voice is aged, but still, this is really cool. Lady Gaga, Tony Bennett in the mystery box. Last sold for $33 in April 2022.
It's bad today,
and it's night today, and black's white today,
and most guys today.
Snakes on a plane. Remember that? Snakes on a freaking plane. That's in the movie business, I guess they call that high concept, right? When you know right away what a movie's about. You know, you go in knowing that the story is pretty much, okay, I got that. I could watch that. So, I mean, the title of this film, it just screams high concept, right? What's it about? Well, snakes on a plane. That's what it's about. We got Cobra Starship, Panic at the Disco, CeeLo Green, The Academy Is, All American Rejects, Fall Out Boy, Gym Class Heroes. Yeah, there's some great bands on this soundtrack. Not to mention, here's another one. My wife enjoys the Bette Midler. This is from the Rose soundtrack. A Mark Rydell film. Bette Midler, Alan Bates, Frederick Forrest. Okay. Another soundtrack is Anchorman. Anchorman soundtrack with Will Ferrell. Blues Machine. Jonathan Edwards. We got that one by Jonathan Edwards. A Life, a Song by the legendary anchor John Burgundy. What else we got? Gene Chandler, Kansas, Carry On My Wayward Son. Neil Diamond, Cherry Cherry, Isley Brothers, Bill Winters, Tom Jones, Help Yourself, Hall & Oates, She's Gone, Will Ferrell, and the Channel 4 news team, Afternoon Delight. That should be interesting. I like that. Duran Duran Decade. I believe this is a greatest hits type of thing. Yeah, it's got Girls on Film, Rio, Reflux. It's also broken. So, but yeah, that's cool. Like some 80s Duran Duran stuff. Roger Daltrey. This is a like a solo comp thing where he covers Who songs, which is interesting. Steve Winwood. Steve Winwood, back in the day. Love me some Steve Winwood. You can't go wrong with the chairman of the board. Anytime I get a Frank Sinatra CD, I'm delighted. So this was cool. And this was pretty cool. Spilled my beer. Okay, we're back. Just spilled my CDs and my beer. I had some bud. I had a procedure done today. I went to the doctor and like a gastro stomach thing, and I had 2 big meals because I fasted for a day and a half, and yeah, a little tummy trouble. So a couple of these will ease the yeast in the beer, gets in there and gives me back my gut digestive chemicals. Anyway, Steve Winwood here got baptized in Budweiser, but he'll be all right. So everything else is dry. They also did a colonoscopy, which I guess at my age is like scheduled maintenance, you know? While you got the car in the shop, might as well check the undercarriage. I guess that's what they're thinking. So went through that today, this morning. So I'm doing all right for a Friday evening. On with the show, as they say in show business. We've got this, so a couple of other things. I was kind of making fun of this during the live stream, but this is actually really good. So this is by House of Blues. And, you know, I usually like what House of Blues does. I just thought it was weird. But when we listened to this today, actually on the way to the doctor, or on the way to my dog's doctor, that was yesterday. Anyway, this was really good. We listened to this CD, and it is amazing. There's some amazing blues artists on here. The Holmes brothers, Luther Allison, Johnny Copeland, Junior Wells, Otis Clay, Joe Louis Walker. There's just some really... House of Blues usually does some really good stuff, and this is an interesting... Talk about making the songs your own. Like, or going back to the original, wherever, you know, the Rolling Stones was influenced by, right? That sound, that blues sound. This is a Coles Porter benefit. It's a bunch of, it's another comp, and it's got a bunch of really, it's got a little bit of beer on it. This one also. Yeah, so this one was pretty cool. Keep that. This one was really interesting because I was about ready to just chuck this one out because it looks stupid. Or it's like a commercial thing. So, Stolar, this is the vodka company, again, from everyone's favorite country, right? Russia, right now. You know, give Russia a break. It's not the people's fault that their leader is some jackwagon, freaking war-hungry, crazed dictator, all right? Russian people don't know what's going on in the world because now they're, you know, turned into North Korea and they just shut the world out. So I don't hate Russian people, all right? I'm not a Russian hater over here. I think that's important. But we were listening to this, and it's just cool, kind of clubby, rockin' music. Like, this was like, both my wife and I were like, oh my God, this is actually pretty good. So we'll keep this around, you know?
I like the case too.
Yeah, the case is like, it's got that kind of 3D sort of thing going on with a, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you can see that at home, but what else did we get? I think that's it. That's the box. That's the stuff that we decided to keep. So thanks for watching. How could you like that butt rock from the 80s, Russ? Like, yeah, whatever, dude. I love it. Don't care what you think. I had a endoscopy, and I had a couple biopsies taken from my esophagus, and I had a colonoscopy, which, thanks to Sean Spence from the vinyl community, we were talking about this, and he's gone through this and just kind of helping me through. It's kind of cool that, you know, people from this world, you know, you meet people and brothers in a way, Sean and I, right? So yeah, I went through it, and I'm okay, and so far so good. I'll find out in a couple weeks what the biopsies, what happens with that. So thanks for watching, and there's my lead up to this crazy CD thing right there.